Hey everyone, Harlan Kilstein here for Tactic 7. And this week our theme is customer service. And I want to tell you that customer service is something that people normally associate with mom and pop businesses, with brick and mortar businesses. But more and more, customer service is associated with what we buy online. When I came home from work the other day, I noticed that the monitor on my Dell computer was acting strangely. Instead of being sharp, it was fuzzy. If you opened up a browser, you couldn't read anything on any of the web pages. Something clearly had occurred. So I found my Dell service code, contacted Dell, and waited for it to be fixed. But when they answered me, and after filling in all of the information of who I was and where I purchased it, and when I purchased it, my address and my email address, they told me that it didn't match the registered owner. And they seemed to be implying that I stole the computer. And I assured them no, I was the owner and I purchased it from a Dell representative. But they wouldn't answer my problem. They told me, after waiting on hold for a half an hour and speaking to somebody in India who A, barely spoke the language, B, there was this incredible time lag, so you heard an echo and he heard the echo of my words as he was talking, so we could barely understand one another. And they kept saying to me this insane of, I understand your situation, I understand your concern, I understand your concern, I really do understand your concern and your problem, I understand that your computer isn't working and your monitor isn't working, but they were going to have to transfer me to customer service, who was going to rectify the registration of my computer and then transfer me for another half-hour wait back to Dell in India with the echo to ultimately take care of my computer. And I have to tell you that that's not acceptable. It's not acceptable, and in a moment I'm going to tell you what they could have done instead. Well, this is what they could have done instead. First, they could have recognized that I was the likely owner of the computer. They could have gone ahead and helped me fix the computer and then passed me along to customer service, or recognizing that the time that their customers have, that their clients have, is extremely valuable, they could have gone behind the scenes and passed the information to customer service, who could have contacted me by email in the future. Now, since they had my email address, they could have looked it up and they would have seen that in the past, having owned several businesses, I've purchased more than a dozen Dell computers. That should have taken me out of the level that they were putting me in, basically common street thief that mugged some old lady and stole her Dell computer, and moved me into a different category, someone who was a repeat and valued customer. Instead of doing that, they blew an opportunity to deliver even acceptable service, which they could have done. They also blew an opportunity for them to deliver wow service. Now, we told the story on our blog this week about getting wow service at a little jewelry store, and we've gone on to tell that story again and again to thousands of you who come to the blog. But Dell blew that. And what they could have done to improve that is basically, they could have said, you know, we have a mix-up here, we'll clear it up. To apologize for the time that you've spent, and because you've been a loyal customer to Dell, we're going to give you a $100 coupon towards your next Dell computer. Now that would have been an over-the-top thing for them to do, but they didn't do it. And so when I didn't get any service, I went on to Twitter and shared my experience with Dell. And when I did, I was astounded at the number of people who contacted me and said, Dell is known for crappy service. Imagine, that's the reputation that you have. People advise me, buy a Mac. People advise me, buy any other PC other than Dell. Now, in this day and age, if you mention the name of a company like JetBlue on Twitter, and if there's a problem, they will tweet you back in a second trying to clear it up. Dell is clueless. They are absolutely clueless 24 hours have gone by and they haven't even bothered to try and contact me. They know from their customer service and from their records that there was an issue. Did anyone try to contact me and clear it up? Not a single soul. Will I be buying computers again in the future? Very likely. Will I be buying a Dell computer again? Absolutely not. Now, if you have a website and you have a business and if you have customers, your customers are going to have issues. Maybe they can't download your ebook. Maybe one of the files is corrupted. Do you treat them like they're a pain in your neck? Or do you treat them like they are your paycheck? Do you honor them? When you see an image of them, do you see someone going like, wah, 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 wah? Or do you see them, this person is paying my mortgage. This person is paying my kid's college tuition. This is a valuable client. What can I do to enhance the experience? You know, when someone comes to me and they purchase something and it doesn't work, I just send them the download link for free. What does it cost me? Because I want to give them a higher level of service. I challenge you. What can you do to take your customer service to the next level? This is Harlan Kilstein for Tactic 7.